background.
Yeah, let's have fun with backgrounds because I downloaded a whole bunch of them. It's
I don't
setting
have
up our
any.
meeting.
I don't
YouTube
have
Live.
any downloaded.
Is my background not busy enough?
I mean, it's pretty busy.
We've been live this whole time.
Wait, we have?
Say. Yeah. Well, no, not the whole time. Ken, I've sent you the link so you can share it with people. Now let me see. All right, let's have fun with backgrounds. Clearly, this is what we need to be doing.
Yeah,
Let's
this is
have
what's
fun
important.
with backgrounds.
This is what's important right now. God damn it.
Welcome to We Got This Backgrounds After Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the real. People want the After Dark version. Here it is.
This is what it looks like, everybody.
This is all right. Here, I'm gonna do.
I don't have any preloaded. I'm just grabbing them off the internet.
Well, there's this one. I feel like I showed this last time. I showed this last time, right?
No, but that was on the call that we did the other day.
Just that. Here's one.
Do you
love Muppets?
Do you have an Amigos background you can share, Mark?
An Amigos background?
Oh man.
Boy, see what I have in. Let me see what. Hold on. I'm gonna see what I have in
the realm of childhood photos.
I
need to take this down, or Ken's gonna start sobbing.
Wait, what do you have?
It's Disney.
Oh, Disneyland.
As if Mark wouldn't start sobbing too over that.
Look, man, it's sad. It's they're furloughing everybody now.
Yeah. Ugh.
And California, anyway, they're saying it's.
Sorry, I know you're trying to tell me something serious.
Groups of 1,000 or more are not going to be able to gather for at least a year until a vaccine is around, which means no Hollywood Bowl, no Dodgers, no Disneyland, which sucks.
No, you can go to Disneyland, just it's one person per ride.
Yeah, right.
For an entire cycle of the ride.
The queue is people standing 6 feet apart all the way to Gardena.
Boy, the line for Disneyland is backed up to knots.
Yeah, they did it for Rise of the Resistance. Why not now?
Oh my God.
Okay, we are posted on Twitter. Now we are posting on Facebook.
People could be joining us at this very second. I don't have no idea.
Are we live?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're live. We've been live all this time.
We have?
Well, since I said we're live.
Yeah, since he said we're live.
I'm just looking at I've been swearing. I didn't even realize. I thought you were joking around because it's only 5:20. We said 5:30.
I know the edited version. We figured we'd go live and then share the link so that people could get here, and then we'd start at 5:30.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Is anybody here yet?
I have no idea. Hey, do you have any luck getting Doc Holliday to join you at the OK Corral?
Oh my God.
You better watch out for that TB.
Good. You know what's funny, dude?
Yeah.
Hold on. That is exactly the background I was just picking up.
There it is.
Yeah.
I feel like my background cuts off my hair and makes it look like I have Shirley Hemphill's haircut.
Oh my God.
Remember Shirley, like it's very perfect.
It is. It does. It looks like you should have pearl earrings.
I like that your go-to was a Shirley Hemphill haircut.
Because it's perfect. She had a very
look,
tight,
you say nothing if
look,
not.
I can make my apartment appear magically.
Oh my God.
I'm stretching reality.
It's Dr.
Let's make
Strange.
Leia buns.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Strange.
Oh my God. You're doing it, Peter.
I had a meeting for work and I had a background up and Jennifer came in behind me because my kitchen is behind me and she started just making stuff. And every once in a while you'd see like an arm appear.
Just out of nowhere, just floating in the background.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to show people.
Yeah. Hal, snap a picture of
That's the best background of all.
Text it to me.
You want a picture of what?
Snap a picture behind you and text it to me.
Okay, hold on. Wait, where's my phone? Oh, it's in my pocket. Here. sure.
Okay, let's see if we can silent mode on. Shut down that language. Let's see how many people are watching.
Here it goes. There you go.
Okay.
We have 17 million viewers.
Oh,
Guys,
great.
So
Oh, perfect. And you said we couldn't gather more than 1,000 in one place.
yeah, they're going to
Danger.
shut us
I know
down.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Put that
So we got a
there.
few more minutes before things start. So how's everyone been doing?
Good. Just sitting here in
The Old West.
quarantine in the Old West. Yeah.
You have all the food you need.
Have all the food I need. Every time they announce that they're testing, I go get tested. So I'm waiting on another test result right now.
How many times have you been tested?
Just 2, but I'm going in on Monday for another one.
But
I'm just gonna keep doing it as long as I can.
Really?
Is it like the Hamilton lottery? Why do you keep?
You can just go and do it. The one on Monday though is the antibody test, and that's I have to pay for that.
So how many times have you been nasal swabbed each time?
No, just mouth swab. It's just the city sets up these drive-throughs.
But
Yeah, and they
you're,
opened
but
it
you're
up.
not
The
going
first-
out and about, right? I mean, you're not
No.
constantly engaging.
No, but I'm like every 3 days I go to a grocery store. It's gone up from once a week. Now I need to get out and.
You do have a long-standing habit of licking all of your mail.
Yeah, exactly. I've been walking around the neighborhood though, like trying to get a good long walk in every day.
How's the weather been? No, that bottle
Gorgeous.
drink was the best thing I've seen.
Oh, was it magically
Yes.
different? Ooh. Oh, that's weird. All right. Let me put Hal's apartment. How is your guys' quarantine going?
Ken?
Good. It's not much different than regular life, other than the not traveling out of town
That's
and
fair.
not going places. Are there any foods that you don't have in that you wish you had in that you can't get?
What Inception version of my kitchen
Oh,
have you
what?
stumbled into?
It's dang it. It's
Do I need to take a horizontal
Yeah,
one?
you took the picture vertically.
All right.
Take it horizontal.
Why would you do that, Hal?
I know.
I don't know. We have tried to.
This thing is amazing, by the way. This thing that straps it's just a flat screen that straps to the chair.
Oh, it's like a peacock.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a peacock tail.
Did you order that off of Amazon?
gotta be-
Or is that something you
Of course
had?
I did. This is gonna work. This is gonna be great. This is so dumb, but it makes me very happy. This was what I sent you the other day, Hal. I reached back and snapped behind me during rehearsal, and I was like, "Make this your background."
Yeah, this
Waiting
is.
for the
I'm
magic
glad
to happen.
for anybody.
Is that weird? Is that weird to see?
I can see more of my counter.
It's
now.
like he's hiding behind you because he's that much closer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's an Altoids box with 2 chocolates on it.
Hal, if you
Yeah.
take one slightly at an angle for you and one slightly at an angle for me, it'll look like we're sitting next to each other.
Can you take the reverse shot, like towards the sliding doors, so it looks like I'm on the
Oh,
other side of you
Yeah,
guys?
exactly.
For goodness sakes. This is what people. How many people have clicked over and then clicked away? Do we have
Yeah.
those metrics? Like,
Well, we
Oh,
told them
they're doing-
5:30.
That's true.
Nobody's expecting to get. Did you send the thing out or no?
Yeah,
it's been
it's out.
sent out. I'm looking at it right now. I'm gonna retweet it. You should
Oh.
retweet it too, Mark.
Oh, I thought that I didn't realize that you'd
Here
sent
we
the
go.
thing out.
Mark's not on Twitter anymore.
Oh, somebody's watching. From a long time ago. Somebody
What's that?
checked in early. They checked in early for it.
Oh, hi. Thanks for watching how the sausage gets made.
Yeah, thanks. We have no access to comments because we're on Zoom, and then you're seeing it like 10 to 20 seconds later on YouTube.
Yeah. Is Ken seeing it on Zoom?
Yes, Ken is in Zoom with us.
But Ken is also
See it
monitoring comments, and that's how we are going to get.
Yes, I have all of the topics that have been
Okay.
submitted so far, and any ones that come in during the show.
Great.
And
You've
I'm also saying,
we also can never post this anywhere because looking behind you, you have infringed so many copyrights.
Me?
By
Oh, him?
I believe it's all fair use. This is a documentary production that is for
Okay.
educational purposes.
Well,
This
ish.
is to
Arguably.
This is to inform the public, to
God,
make reasoned, rational discussions.
when
Why,
I
are
see
you guys
that
getting lost?
background, I look back there and I'm like, there's got to be at least one cat skeleton somewhere. There's got to be one. I can see like a bony paw reaching out of a drawer under the packet of papers. It's got to be somewhere.
That's where your mind goes to.
Yeah.
Is one
Well,
of
that
your
mouse is
drawer
running free.
pulls an Orin? Like that's the never-ending drawer. Dude, I kind of want Orin drawer pulls now.
I'll bet you they're on Etsy.
I'm sure you
I'll
can
bet.
you can get anything on Etsy.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I'll
got a
change
face
my
mask.
background to the horse sinking down in the swamp, just for you to watch that for the rest.
Oh, it's just Artax every time you
It's-
open Artax is sinking a little lower.
Somebody save him!
Oh, did you guys see that amazing cosplay? There was
Where?
an incredible cosplay. It was, I don't know which con it was. It's not one that we were or that I was at, but somebody sent it to me. It was someone that had built a floor level Artax head in the swamp. And they were Atreyu covered in mud, and they would set it on the ground and kneel down, and it was robotic, so it would nod. So it looked like Artax was sinking into the floor of whatever convention center it was in. It's one of the greatest cosplays I ever saw.
That's brilliant. Although
Yeah.
you have to
Artax
think,
seemed
like,
pretty cool with it.
yeah,
Yeah, right?
the drawback is
Just nod.
like if you dress up in a costume, you're going to take pictures with people, right? They want to come
Yeah.
take pictures, and you have to, like, if you're Spider-Man, you do this pose. If you're Thor, you do this pose. You do the shield. This person had one where they have to constantly get down on their hands and knees.
Yeah,
And
not
take up
only
floor
that-
space with their
Yeah.
Artax.
Not only that, they have to act a moment where their best friend is dying and they can do nothing about it.
Hey, can I get a
Hey,
picture real
it's
quick?
Like, it's not like a web sling. It's like, yeah,
Hey,
can you
hey.
hold on?
Can you get into your sad place real quick?
Yeah. I'm happy to take a picture. Just let me find my darkest memory and go there. Just
Let me
give a
think about my
second.
mom. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're past 5:30. It's 5:30 now. Let's get started. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
This is very exciting. We're doing another live YouTube We Got This with Mark and Hal. And we are going to take live questions to be asked and answered.
That's right. Ken's been compiling these from Facebook and from Twitter, and some of these are from last time. They're holdovers, and some of them we may be getting right now. We got some today as it was promoted. Ken, I've muted you, so if you need to speak, just press the space bar.
Or just hold
You'll
things
never
up on a
talk
sign
again.
like Wile E. Coyote
Yeah, I'd rather see
Right.
stuff on a sign. Yeah.
and just make that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go get my dry erase board.
I just hung a dry erase board. I was like, I'm going to be productive. I'm going to get this great big dry erase board.
Is
In
it
my
over by the
kitchen?
refrigerator? Where did you hang it up?
It's on the refrigerator, actually. Yeah. Not
That
my
really is amazing.
refrigerator here. It's amazing how similar our apartments look, Hal.
Yeah. Well, we're next door neighbors.
That's true.
We open our doors. It's like help that we just have one big apartment.
And God forbid we have to leave the apartment at the same time because our doors just smack into each other and we can't leave. All
That's
day.
that's really why we're at home. We've been trying to leave for 31 days.
Living that Laverne and Shirley lifestyle.
Yeah, why is everyone else home?
Hey, do you
I'm just
guys
trying
want
to go to that concert.
Do you want to start with a topic?
Let's do
Yeah,
it. Let me
I got a
turn off all
topic
these
for
things
you.
that ding.
Oh yeah, turn off your ringers and dingers.
I
Turn
mean,
off my ringers and dingers.
we've only been live for 15 minutes, but
It's
sure.
fine. It's lockdown. Everybody's loopy.
We've
on
all
lockdown.
given up.
Yeah, we've all given up. All right, do not disturb on. All right.
So, speaking of lockdown, this is
Yes.
a topic from Ethan Jones on the
What's
Facebook
up,
group,
Ethan Jones?
Hello, Ethan.
and it is: should you wear pants when working from home?
I
Um,
mean,
you don't have to, but if you, I like to think that everybody is wearing pants, because if I know, it's almost like the virus itself. If some people are asymptomatic, as in I can't see them from the chest down, I don't know if they're wearing pants or not. I don't want to have to assume the worst. So I don't want to look at everybody and go, they're having a meeting with me right now and they're not wearing pants.
Okay.
First thoughts, Hal?
Let's play a game.
Okay.
I'm gonna raise my leg on camera, but I want you to guess first whether or not I'm wearing pants, because they'll see a bare knee if I'm not wearing pants.
Or you've got shorts on. You're also a basketball shorts guy.
No, I'm wearing either pants or not or underwear only. What do you think it is?
Hal,
Yeah.
I love you.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to trust that you take our show seriously.
Okay. All right.
Lift your
Are you
leg
ready?
up, Hal. I'm
gonna
ready.
slowly lift my leg on camera. This is what everybody's here for. Slowly happening. Here it comes. Pants.
Hey, all right. Oh, I almost lost my green screen behind me. I was so excited about that.
Yeah, I wear pants. I wear sweatpants. Does that count? Or they say like put on your slacks, put on your I haven't worn jeans since last time I went food shopping.
Hey, Hal, if I
Yeah.
lifted my leg up right now, you'd see a pair of jeans. I'm most comfortable in jeans. It's weird.
Okay.
But that's
All
where
right.
that's how I feel the most comfortable. And also there have been days where I'm like, I got to get stuff done. So I will get up in the morning, I will make my coffee, I will get dressed, put on a tie and walk around the block and come in. And I highly recommend that. It makes it feel like life is happening normal. Not that I put on a tie for regular everyday life anymore, but it's like it's a little performance of getting stuff done. So
I like the idea that somebody sees you and is like, hey, one of those guys from the Adjustment Bureau is walking around our neighborhood. I wonder if he's going to open a door and wind up in like a Mars or something. Yeah, I think you should wear pants. There have been a couple times this week where I was like, listen, all my meetings are from here, from like collarbone up. Nobody can see. I could it's fine. I could get away with it, I guess. But there are two things. One, if I had to get up to grab something, that could be a nightmare. And number two, even though they're sweatpants, there is something to every day I'm going to shower and get dressed, whatever that is. I'm going to get dressed for work, put on new clothes. Even it's not a question of what you can get away with. I think it's just better to do it even mentally. Like when I'm finished with this, I'm going to take my whole work setup and pack it up and put it away.
So you separate your day into segments. You're able to
I try to, yeah.
Mine is just one big blur.
One big blur. You just put on a suit.
I put on a suit. I wake up in a suit. Yeah, I don't put it on in the morning. I go to bed in the suit so that I'm ready to start my day.
Right.
Hal, though, I think I have a solution to your I don't want to wear pants, but what if I leave something in the other room?
What's that?
Just pretend, and I would love to see a demonstration of this. Just pretend that you left it in that basement whose stairs are right behind you.
So you want me to put a fake background on?
No, I just want to see you do the Bill Irwin walk down the stairs.
Sure.
And then you duck away.
I'll say, oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Hold on. There's a wall. Hold on. I'm almost there. Wait, these stairs are slippery. Got it.
That was somehow both worse and better than I hoped it would be.
Yeah, I'm Bill Irwin. Anyway, it's pants. You should wear pants.
Yeah, you should wear pants. Let's not give up yet, people. I feel like just not wearing pants is like, well, we're all done. I'm here till the zombies get me. No, wear your pants.
Yeah, asked and answered.
Okay, we do have a comment on the YouTube stream.
All
getting live comments going. We got that working.
Good.
Yeah.
And please excuse if I'm mispronouncing your first name. Kama Lord wanted to mention that daughter is just asked me to play the normal podcast theme song because she misses the intro.
Oh.
So maybe we'll work that out if we do this in the future, where we could play back the theme as we launch this, so people.
Well, what we could just do right now for her daughter that wanted to hear the song is we can just sing it, right?
Yeah. All right.
Podcast should have a theme song.
Podcast should not have a theme song.
Yes, they should.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, but people, yes, they sound,
Forgot
they
the
sound
words.
good.
Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it.
You know what? You're
You're
right.
right.
We got this.
We got this.
I can't believe I wanted to do that part so badly.
Oh, you wanted to be the other part?
I wanted to be
Next
the other part.
time
I
you'll
guess.
be the other part.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think we'll go with playback next time.
Great. That's probably a
Theme
better
song.
idea.
Oh, that was perfect.
We nailed that.
Yeah.
Want to see a weird green screen water?
Oh my gosh.
It's very strange, right?
Does my kitchen do that? Nope. Sure doesn't.
Well, we got another question.
Okay.
So this one's from Twitter.
Okay.
Mark Holden
Hi, Mark.
at best Dolly, Madison or Parton?
Best Dolly, Madison, or Parton?
Are you Googling the answer?
No, I'm getting a new background.
Oh, to answer this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we both know what the answer is.
I
But
think we
before
do.
That,
Yeah.
what would be? Because I really only know about one of these dollies. I know about one way more than I know about the other.
Dolly Madison was like the best thing about the Madison household.
Right.
James Madison was a real stick in the mud, and everybody always wondered why Dolly was like what's she, this like radiant light, doing with him? That she was just sort of the life of every party. She was this incredible just raconteur. And she also was the one that in the War of 1812 saved the portrait of George Washington.
Right. She was also addicted to snuff, wasn't she?
And snack
that I
cakes.
did
Don't
not
forget.
know. That said, as a child of Tennessee,
Wait to see. No, you finally got it. There it is.
as a child of Tennessee, everybody knows on this show how much I love Dolly Parton. She is a wizard. She is a super genius. If you've not heard Dolly Parton's America, the podcast from Jad Abumrad, it's amazing. She gives so much money away. She has her book club where every month it's every month until you're 5 you get a book.
Yep.
Anyone in the world that wants to do it. So you have a library of books by the time you're able to read. She's from my hometown. She's how?
Yeah, I mean, it's Dolly. She's an incredible. Here's the thing, like, and it's sort of the premise for Dolly Parton's America is that she is, I don't know if you want to call it 4-quadrant or it fills an entire Venn diagram, but the spread of people who like her and are fans of her could not be more different from one another, ideologically, culturally, almost any way you can think of, age-wise, and yet everybody loves her. And she's like this ray of light who's come to Earth and done all these wonderful things in her time, and also created some of the most memorable music. I mean, the most famous version of any of her songs isn't even hers. That's like the craziest thing.
I mean, I don't know who else did Backwoods Barbie besides her, but
I did.
You did? Oh, and your cover did better than her original.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some places in this household, it was huge.
Dude, it was huge in this household as well. And by this household, I mean here in beautiful Dollywood.
Yeah. And was it Syverston?
Sevierville.
Sevierville. Yeah. That's
Sevierville,
right.
Tennessee, named after John Sevier, not because of the climate. Dolly Parton, asked and answered.
Yes.
What's next?
Now go back to my kitchen.
I do like how the YouTube comments
go back to your kitchen.
Called it, Mark, that you were going to, of course, go Tennessee.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now I'm back in Hell's Kitchen. Hey, Hell's Kitchen. That's my favorite New York neighborhood.
That's where Daredevil lives.
Yeah.
In Hell's Kitchen.
From Facebook,
Hey,
Ethan
Facebook.
Jones
Ethan, what's up?
Ethan.
A second.
asks, sock, shoe, or sock, shoe, shoe?
Man, I guess here's the thing. Whichever one you do, I bet the other one feels super weird. Because to me, it's sock, shoe, shoe. So the idea of having one foot with a shoe and a sock and the other foot completely bare, I don't know what I would do with myself.
I have heard that with a baby, it is better to do sock, shoe, because you put the sock on, and then while you're trying to put the other sock on, baby takes the first sock off.
Right.
And I think somebody may have commented that on Facebook. I think that might have been where I've, because I read like some responses.
So this is baby
around
specific, or this is just as an adult, what do I do?
This is also how
this
Jennifer puts Hal's socks and shoes on.
Yeah. Jennifer puts one sock on and then she starts to put the other sock on. I'm like, look, a sock. And I take it off my foot and then I put it on my head because it's like a hat. And then I have a hat on.
And then she
The
takes a
sun is
picture
back.
because you're so adorable.
Yeah. And she posts it to a support group for other people with infantilized adults as spouses. I think you have to do that with a baby, but as an adult, put on your socks. Because first of all, are you keeping them in the same
so
place?
it's not me that sock, shoe, and one foot still bare does seem odd. Okay, so that seems odd to a lot of people, I would assume.
It raises more questions than it answers, because either you're keeping your shoes by your bed or you keep them in your closet. Like we keep our shoes in the front because we take our shoes off just to keep the carpet in some shape.
Sure.
So
they're
socks are
about
on.
it.
You will take your shoes off in my house. Listen.
Yeah.
So the socks go on long before shoes are even in the equation. Plus, if let's say you get halfway through, you're like, oh, I forgot something. Are you going to like lopsided waddle back to get it? Because there's a height differential. Even whether you're wearing flats or high heels, it's a little bit different. That just seems like I don't know anybody who does sock shoe. You do, Ken? You do sock shoe, sock shoe?
What?
I do. So
and look at your office.
And the reason I
you
do that,
sock shoe.
I do.
You and Ethan. Is Ethan the only other one?
And Ethan didn't voice a preference one way or the other. He just put the question forward.
Some of these that seem like why is this even a question?
I don't judge our fans like that.
One person wants us to validate a thing.
Yeah, they're like, this is okay. It's sock shoe, right?
It's sock shoe, right? Hold on, let me come over there.
Just like mommy did, right? It's how mommy did it. Mommy did it's gonna be right.
Ken?
So the reason I do that is that it aggravates me if a sock isn't completely fitted, like tight to the foot. I put my shoe on. So I don't want it loosening up while I'm putting the other sock on. I like to lock it in place.
Ken,
with the shoe.
Loosen that quickly.
It's a thing. And it aggravates me if it even loosens a little bit. So I want to cut that off immediately by locking it down. As soon as that sock is in place, the shoe goes on.
All right.
Boy,
it is also a 1 minute process to do both of them. It's not like I'm agonizing over it, like it's some intense thing that I have to concentrate on. It's just sock, shoe, sock, shoe.
The more you describe it, the more I realize how right Mark and I are, because either you can get new socks that don't flop.
Yeah.
Like, are you walking around your house if you have your socks on like the Cat in the Hat with these big floppy feet? Like instantly your socks are going crazy on you.
It's like the Indiana Jones passing the idol and putting the sandbag. It's like
I don't walk around in my socks in my home.
What do you walk around barefoot, or you put your shoes on?
Barefoot or slippers. I'm not wearing my socks that I want to put into my shoes, so I'm not wearing them out.
Are you wearing slippers right now?
No, I'm not wearing slippers right now because I'm.
Are you wearing pants right now?
Yes, I am wearing pants.
What's in the basement behind you?
Yeah, will you check and see?
Oh, he's going backwards.
Oh, I have a slide.
Oh,
All right,
cool.
but look, it's definitely sock, shoe, shoe.
Yeah. I mean, you just heard the ramblings of a lunatic as to why it must be sock, shoe, sock, shoe.
Yeah.
And you need to ask yourself, Ethan, and everybody else out there, do you want to be bound to the floppiness of your socks that way? You can get new socks. When my socks get worn out and they don't hold anymore, guess what? Bye-bye socks.
I mean,
donate them.
do you have any sentimental socks?
I don't anymore. I have pairs that are really comfortable, but once, like, if they get holes, they're gone.
Yeah.
And if they get loose, they're gone. Not anymore.
Okay.
Do you?
I do. I have a section that is untouched. They're just in their rolls, but they are that they were like gifts. Like I got some Batman socks when I booked the Batman job, so I have those. Katie gave me some Ren and Stimpy socks, and I like those, so those get stashed. And then I have the Charlie Chaplin socks that I wore to my 8th grade graduation.
Oh.
I still have they had Charlie Chaplin on the side of them, and for years they were my special occasion socks for like all of high school years.
Wow.
Yeah, had Charlie Chaplin on my socks, and I still have them, and I can't believe they don't have holes in them. That said, I still put those on one at a time before I put a shoe over them.
Asked and answered.
Asked and answered. It's weird that we're not picking up on each other's mics. You and me, Hal. It's weird that we're not picking up on each other's mics.
Well, we have that baffling between us.
Oh, right. That green line.
The picture I took shows more of my kitchen than my actual live camera does.
Yours looks
Eagles
fake,
fans
Hal.
Welcome. It does look fake.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yours
know.
looks like a weird angle.
way.
Like the angle's all wrong. Like the perspective is incorrect.
I feel like at some point I should break out some glasses during this and show people the collector's glasses, but we'll get to that.
They're pretty good.
Is it going to turn into show and tell?
Yeah.
Oh, no, God, no. Ken will be here all night.
Yeah, my goodness. A bit of a tour.
So our next question is from
Yes.
Kathy Thurber.
Hi, Kathy.
And it's
Hey, Kathy.
hoodies, pullover, or zip front?
Ooh. 100% zip front for me.
Explain to
Hal?
me. Okay. I get a zip front.
Uh-huh.
Zip front is jacket with the zipper, no hood.
Yeah.
Hoodie is a pullover with a hood. Pullover is a hoodie without a hood.
No, this is two things. This is hoodie,
Oh,
not hoodie, comma.
You
Yeah.
know, I have a fair amount of both,
Mhm.
and I enjoy having the pullover one on because I
Really?
put it on because I know it's going to be cold somewhere. So I put it on. I don't have to worry about like the zippers open a little bit or I don't have to keep it zipped up. It's made like that, so I'm kind of sealed in. But it depends. Like it's nice to wear the zippered ones too and be able to open them up. But I find like my favorite hoodies that I own are pullovers now, and they probably used to be the other way around where they were zippered.
For me, it's always the zipper because that's just, sorry, I'm picking another background now.
Sure.
That's the new game that we're playing. And this was the first thing I thought of when you said hoodie. For me, it's the one benefit that a pullover hoodie has is that there's no zipper break in the front pocket. So the front pocket is one big, wide open thing, like the back pocket on a pheasant hunting jacket. I don't pheasant hunt though. And I love I guess a pullover hoodie to me feels like I'm wearing a regular zipper hoodie and I've got it like stiflingly tight.
Okay.
But you say that yours is it, but it was different when you were young.
Mm-hmm.
It was now we're just playing with the ridiculous ones. I love it. You said when you were younger it was the zippered ones that you enjoyed more?
Not even younger. I'd say in the last like 10 years, but
you were younger 10 years ago.
But that is brother, you ain't lying. But I think I've come to like when it's hoodie time. I guess it does depend. There are times like if it look a zip practically a zippered one makes more sense.
I think that's I think what we're looking at. I understand that there's some just like magical sweaters that are just the most comfortable thing in the world for you, and you just get in it and you're like, this is my thing. But if we're trying to do this objectively, what?
Right. Oh, it's me and my dad at a bar mitzvah in 1989.
Was that a dot matrix print?
Yes,
that you got
from the mall,
like as a thing.
Yeah,
That's
my favorite part of
this.
this.
Me lose my train of thought again.
I look like a psychotic. Sorry, you were saying?
You do look like a psychotic. But aside from the ones that are just like nostalgia sweatshirts, I think practically speaking, the zipper, it's easier to get on and off.
Mm-hmm.
There are benefits, I think, to having two front pockets instead of one big one. Though I think that it's a net benefit to have the one big wide one. For space.
Although that one big pocket is generally like straight across, as opposed to the two side pockets are kind of angled down a little bit more. So it does feel like there's and then it's gone. If you as long as those two side seams are at least half a phone high. Yes.
But I think generally speaking, I think the zipper hoodie is going to wind up being the superior choice.
I went into this like my favorite hoodie is my pullover Sixers hoodie. It's really warm. I like that it's snug. I love like the pocketed. When I was traveling, when any of us were traveling, I would go to Philadelphia in the winter. That would be my jacket. Like I could wear it as a jacket and it would keep me warm. But
that's the thing.
The warmest jacket I have is a zippered Trader Joe's hoodie.
There you go. I think it's zippered.
Yeah.
Asked and answered.
Asked and answered.
Can you go back to that photo of you with your dad?
Yeah, of course. Very important. Why are people commenting about it?
Just go back to it, because it looks like your dad is a ventriloquist holding you as his dummy.
Yeah,
and that's the act photo.
Here. Why does it look like this? It's going to zoom in on Hal's face very slowly, and then it's going to switch to the negative.
Yeah.
Right? Like this adorable kid, it zooms in. Dun, dun, so those eyes suddenly become like green lit.
Yeah, it's like a Bauhaus video. Bela Lugosi's dead. It's just pushing in. Undead, undead, undead.
All right, Ken, what's our next topic?
We have a topic from the live chat from Nicole Horning.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
And it is mustache alone or mustache with soul patch?
Mustache with soul patch. Mustache with soul patch. Mustache alone, my dad, when I was a kid in the 80s. Mustache and soul patch, Frank Zappa.
I'm still going Mark Maron.
You know what this was? This was not a deliberate thing. This was I'm tired of this beard, so I shaved this morning, and I got to this point, and something in my hand with the razor went, "No, man, stop here." So I did.
Yeah,
you're going to be streaming tonight.
Yeah,
people need to see this.
It looks like you have the one mustache and then a smaller mustache that's just in the on deck circle. Like, hey, if that other mustache disappears,
it's like a baby stash.
Yeah. Here we go again.
Bat stash.
Do the listeners know? Do the people of the world know about the terrorizing that I got from you and the creators of Cards Against Humanity on a boat one night?
Well, it's worth mentioning again for people who've not heard the story before.
I decided for one night that I was going to have a pencil thin mustache for a like fezzes and old timey dandies party, which turned out to be the mistake of my life.
I started roasting you, just coming up with lines, I think throughout the evening.
Yeah.
And then we wound up in the performers lounge. It was you and me, the writing staff of Cards Against Humanity, and Paul Saborin. And it just became everybody taking turns trying to come up with lines about your mustache. And I don't know the last time I laughed that hard. Like all of us, and you as well. You loved it.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
You had the best time. If you weren't enjoying it, it would not be fun.
No. It was I was very tickled by do you remember any of them?
Yeah, but none that I could say.
Oh yeah, there were only the dirtiest ones.
There was a lot of like, you look like an evil landlord.
Yeah, there was a lot of like, hey, did you get that family from that Sam Shepard play to sign that document yet?
Yeah.
That was one.
Yeah, you look like a guy who ran on like the segregation platform.
Jesus.
It's like that.
I did also have a bow tie.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I mean, with
all right.
this, you look like a Southern lawyer.
Yeah. This is okay, right? Better than just a mustache.
I think it looks fine. Look,
right.
you grow in facial hair well, so however you configure it looks good.
At least
except for
growing
that
it
pencil
fast.
thin mustache.
Yeah, that one was pretty silly.
No matter what you do with your facial hair, you always look like it's an awesome character.
Well, I do thank you there.
Yeah, put that soul patch in there. Asked and answered.
Dennis LaChapelle
Hello, Dennis.
Sure.
asks, is it called dinner or is it called supper?
Aren't they different meals?
I think like in some like classical sense, they're different meals. Like dinner was like the name for lunch, and then supper was. But I think this is nowadays parlance. And one is clearly more ubiquitous than the other, which kind of makes me a fan of supper, because if you ask someone, hey, do you want to get supper? Be like, yeah, I want to get supper. You know what I mean? Like you can blow off like, hey, we should get dinner. Yeah, let's get dinner. It's like, hey, we should get supper. You know what? Immediately we should get supper.
What was it in each of your households growing up?
To my I think actually it was supper growing up more than dinner.
Was it supper and dinner, or supper time and dinner time?
I maybe
also, if you're a fan of It's a Good Man, Charlie Brown, it's always supper time.
Yeah. Super Pepper Upper Supper. It is a great song.
Yes, it
I
is.
love supper. Yeah, I don't remember. I think it was a mix when I was a kid. Hal?
It was dinner. It's always been dinner. Supper sounds light. Like, should we have a supper? So watercress consomme and a Parmesan wafer, and then we're going to finish it off with a strawberry, and that's it. Just one strawberry.
Did you end that with a comma and then with a strawberry?
Yes, because supper is incomplete.
No, man.
So I'm getting a text from my father. Oh,
the Last Supper, man. That's the big supper. That was a great big supper.
It was a Seder.
Yeah, that's a big supper, right?
No, that's dinner. And you have to wait. Oh, the more religious you are, the longer you have to. Passover is rough. It is rough. Because you go, like as a kid, you smell like brisket and the soup is cooking, and you know you're getting food at some point. But
why are you smelling like brisket?
Because no, you smell it because it's being made in the kitchen. And you're near the kitchen.
I thought you said you smelled like it.
No, the food has been cooked. I think
he said you smell like brisket.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. You smell all the food that is going to be coming, and it all smells amazing. And then you have to hear the story of how Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. But it is not like a.
And do you end by saying thank you?
Yeah, we do that, but it's time to eat. I appreciate it. Look, Moses, thank you. Eliyahu, there's your chair. Where's the food? I'm very hungry.
No, I get it.
So hungry. As a kid, like you're not. And then, like being the youngest male, you have to ask the 4 questions. And as a kid,
is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? And is it done yet?
You sort of like perform it a little bit. And then as you get older, when you're like 14, 15, you're like, can somebody have a son or something around here?
Can you give us your best performance of one of the 4 lines?
I'll give you.
I'm just pimping you all kinds of things.
Do you want me to do it as a kid?
Yeah, do it as Kid Hal.
All right. Manishana halaylahaze Miko halelo Miko halelo. It was like that.
Nice.
You know, you do the whole thing, but you have to do it 4 times, and then you're like, all right, ask the questions, and then the head of the table has to answer it, and you're not even. I don't even think you're halfway done then.
By the way, I didn't know that was you answering the question. I thought that the Hebrew song was like the lead-in music to you asking.
Yeah, I thought it went suddenly really metal.
I did not realize it was exactly the question itself.
No, you're saying, why is this night different from all other nights? And then it's like on other nights.
Because it's Passover.
Yeah. On other nights we sit at the table. Tonight we recline, which isn't true. We're all sitting in chairs. Well, the other nights you have bread or matzah. Tonight we have only matzah, and then you find out through the answers what you knew from last time.
Yeah.
I didn't forget. I remembered because I remember how hungry I was.
Yeah. But look, I watch a Christmas Carol every year, and every time I watch a Christmas Carol, Scrooge doesn't remember at the beginning of the story that he's a good person by the end. It's an annual thing, man. It resets. He's back in the counting house.
What do you think that movie is? A continuing
It's not Groundhog
story?
Day.
It's just one story told over and over again.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day.
Imagine if he has to start grumpy every single time. He'd be so pissed off. He would, by like the third time, he would kill Tiny Tim.
Oh my God.
He would murder him and say, all right, I don't feel bad anymore. All right, come on, Reaper, throw me in the ground. I'm gonna enjoy this.
This is a very Ayn Rand version of this that you
Boy, what day is it? Dumps chamber pot.
Oh my God.
Fooled you.
Oh, no, I'm covered in what? A turkey as big as me. You're not going to throw crap on me again, are you?
No, come closer. Come closer, child.
Are you going to throw me sixpence?
Dump.
Oh. Did you ever see John Hodgman's Ayn Rand Christmas Carol, actually?
I've seen him as Ayn Rand, though.
It was great. She comes as the ghost of Jacob Marley just to say, you're doing everything right. It was great. Yeah. It's very funny. And Paul Rudd was playing Ebenezer Scrooge. It was a bizarre show. Yeah, it was really fun. All right. So was that asked and answered?
Yeah, dinner.
Yeah, I think it's dinner. I mean,
dinner.
I wanted to give supper a fair shake, but
sure,
because I do love, like, it just makes it sound special to me.
Right.
But the last dinner sounds like a Sopranos episode. The Last Supper sounds like the Passover, where Judas betrayed Jesus.
Any meal.
I just listened to Jesus Christ Superstar.
Every meal is special if you were there.
Hey, look at that! Every meal special if you're there, Hal.
Thanks, buddy.
Whether we're having dinner or supper or
we're not having
second
supper.
breakfast. What if we have dinner and then second supper?
All right, I'm into it.
Well, then we're gonna have to squeeze the supper in there too.
Oh, is that what you call it when we go out to a diner after a show?
Exactly, that's supper. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I do like supper, but it's dinner is the meal after.
Dinner
lunch.
is restaurant signs don't say breakfast, lunch, and supper, though more should. All right. Next up.
Next topic is from EJ Salazar.
Hey, what's up, EJ?
Hi, EJ.
In roulette, should you bet on black or red? Do you have a go-to? You have gambled. Do you have one that you always bet on?
Me?
Yeah. That's the instinctual. You bet on one or the other.
I want to hear Mark's answer first.
Well, I saw Passenger 57 as a kid, and I just remember the trailer to that movie. Wesley Snipes turns to the camera, and he goes, "You play roulette, always bet on black." And it was the most badass line in that movie. So every time I've ever played roulette, I just go up and put money on black.
You know how Wesley Snipes did with money, right? I just want to be sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very talented.
Yeah, he did not pay his taxes, which always kept him in the black.
Yeah, I don't like roulette because you have there isn't even a fantasy that you have any control over anything. You're just waiting for a marble to land. So if I'm going to do it, it'll be like the minimum amount. And I probably I would just look at the board and go like, red 17. All right, black 9. I would just pick one and put it on there. But it's that scares me. I'd rather play blackjack or poker or craps just because I want to roll the dice. I don't understand that game at all.
Yeah.
And I get sad when I can't roll the dice anymore. I like the little stick that they use to get the dice over. And then you're like, all right, let's go. Everybody likes you. And then they don't like you. And then you leave and go to the buffet where everybody wins.
And then you go to the poker table.
That's right. I go to the poker table.
I'm beginning to realize though now, do you like gambling because of all the little toys?
That's
the
part of it.
stick and the dice and the chips and the
The
cards.
chips, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fun to like. It's a rush to win
Yeah.
money, and then it goes away, and you're like, "Oh, I'm bad at this. I shouldn't do this."
You're
And
pretty
you
good
don't.
at poker, though.
I'm okay.
Are you good at the rest?
I
Are
was
you good at the rest of
okay.
Vegas, like the other card stuff?
No, I'm okay. I understand blackjack, but you're
Mhm.
really at the mercy of what cards come. All you can do is
Yeah.
make the best possible. Like any game where there are rounds, all you can do is make the best possible decision based on the information you have. True in
Right.
poker and true in blackjack.
Yeah. I remember my ex from forever ago, our former castmate, Jen.
Mhm.
She loved this move, and I thought it was such a great move, which is whatever money, if you made a few, because it was always less than $100. Like
Uh-huh.
we were never going crazy in casinos.
Sure.
But whatever you made, if you were coming away on top, as you're walking out, that stack goes to roulette on either red or black. And then you walk out with either double the money or the night was a wash.
How many times did you walk out with double the money?
Twice.
Out of how many times?
Out of 4, so 50-50.
Oh, wow.
I never did this. She did this.
She did it.
Yeah, this was never me, but it was about 50-50. She got the money.
Well, that's impressive.
Yeah, right.
I would bet on black too, though, if I had thought about it.
Yeah.
Just to go back to the question, because of passenger
black.
57.
Yeah. At least your first bet, pay respect to Wesley Snipes.
Although that is such a weird, like it's a really good line for him to deliver, but in the movie he sets it up himself. Like he's had this loaded up. He's like, "So do you play roulette?" It's like he's saying he might as well have said, "Do you like apples? I'm gonna shoot you and all your friends. How do you like them apples?" Wait, hold on. You're supposed to say you like apples. Oh,
yeah. Okay,
hold
quick.
on.
Say knock knock. Knock knock.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Shoot.
Did you ever go to Vegas? Do you like casino? Hold on. I'll call you back. Still working on it.
All right. Black asked and answered. What's next?
Yeah.
Next topic is from Nicole Ansel.
Hello, Nicole.
Oh, hi, Nicole.
And it is for window coverings, blinds or curtains.
I'll tell you, behind me, I have blinds. Not right now. But I generally prefer blinds because to me, curtains just, they make a room smaller, it feels like. What do you think, Hal?
Well, I'm going to show you what I think it's going to be behind me right now.
Oh,
and here's why. I like blinds. We have, horizontal blinds can go screw because they don't keep the whole point of them.
Wait, horizontal blinds you don't like? You like the
don't like horizontal blind. I don't like vertical blinds either. I don't like blinds at all because they're so horizontal blinds are maybe a little bit better at keeping the light out, but in general, like get some curtains and close them, and you will you're doing it to keep the light out.
Right.
So get something that actually does that. Even so, vertical blinds, the problem is you have gaps in between them. They don't form a perfect surface to block out light. Problem with horizontal blinds is they have holes poked in them. So even when you turn them one way or the other, because that's where the pulley system works, you're getting light through that way too. So neither of them are.
Do you have a window that is in direct sunlight that it just that you really have to look out for it coming through?
Oh yeah. Jennifer's side of the bed faces a bunch of a windowed area, and it has the vertical blinds. But we've hung we've hung curtains. We had blackout curtains out on for a while. That worked really well. Now, there's a backdrop that she uses for Zoom calls. She puts in and it blocks out most of the light. But that's the whole point, right? Is privacy one,
right? And
they all do a decent job of privacy. Certainly, with blinds, you get a little bit more. You can give a little peek into what's going on. The blinds are partially open. What is?
Oh, look! One of them got caught. Let me, if I look out the window or Judge Doom's gun is poking through, that's what I always think of when blinds are separated. I'm like, watch out, it's Judge Doom's gun's gonna fit right through there. You know what's funny? First of all, I agree with you.
Mhm.
I think that at least good quality thick curtains can let the light out. And maybe I'm just or keep the light out. Maybe it's because my apartment is not huge that I'm like curtains will just make this room seem smaller. That
Right.
said, the theatrical sentimentalist in me, the one who has never taken a blinds call, but has taken a curtain call.
And you've done it here.
Right there on that stage. There's something magical about a red curtain.
That's right.
Even a black curtain, like the upstage, just that empty space of the stage. I was thinking strictly at home, but you had that red curtain up behind you, and it was instantly like, oh yeah, the red curtain is home. So
Yes.
curtain.
And
Yeah.
and for Windows 2, it's just a more effective means of blocking out light. And you can dress it, you can sort of draw it back. You have a lot more options of how you can customize it.
I found some
like, here's how rotated it is.
I do have curtains in the bedroom that I got made. I just cut in half. I didn't get them made, but they were tree. They're like leaves, and I have a tree right outside, so it sort of blends into the room. You can play around with stuff like that. I think is fun. Do you like them when they go all the way to the floor? That maybe is what just drives me crazy, and what makes a space feel small is when a curtain hasn't been like trimmed or hemmed under to the right size. I used to clean dog hair out of that pile of curtain that just collected on the floor. You know what I mean? Like that thing, that curtain on the floor thing's a pain in the ass.
You want the best possible version of whatever it is. I think curtains need to be hemmed. They need to be like off the ground a little bit. As long as they're blocking out light, they shouldn't need to like pile like a royal cape.
Right. Yeah. It's not, my window isn't getting married. It doesn't need a train.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I think that red curtain, man. I think it's the curtain. Asked and answered.
Yeah, there it is. All right, that worked. I'm going to take that off. Ken, what's next?
So next,
that worked. It's not a competition. I still have ET behind me.
I know. Hi, ET.
We have a topic from Shelley Godefran.
Oh, hi, Shelley.
Hi, Shelley.
And it is Campbell's or Progresso soup.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get my background image ready.
Oh, I thought you were looking up your little soup journal that you've kept.
Yeah, hold on. I have my soup journal. No,
Tomato
I think
today.
Hal, you get started while I'm doing this.
I get what people would like about Progresso. Let's start there because it is not, Campbell's is kind of like the soup brand that everybody. If you think of soup, you think of Campbell's soup. I think when you think of canned, it is good. It's been around for well over 100 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It was immortalized by Andy Warhol in his paintings of the cans, but also it's just like everybody knows that the label looks like Progresso is a heartier soup. I found a little bit fatter cans. Scotch fry. Oh yeah, that's the original set.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think Progresso is a fine soup, but Campbell's it's the soup.
If
Campbell's
you
a soup.
We are proving to be real brand loyalists on this show, I realize, in a lot of ways. But that I don't think is a bad thing. It's just, that's what we get. And I grew up on Campbell's soup, and soup to me denotes home and comfort. And you want the version that's homey and comforting. Progresso makes great soup. I like their soups. I like their low carb soups that they make. I did a lot of those back in the day. But Andy Warhol painted Campbell's cans for a reason. They are Americana. And I'd like to point out one thing that Progresso does not have. I'm looking at it behind me on this thing to see if Well, I was
Hot
looking to
dog
see
bean?
if they had. I was looking. Hot dog bean is pretty great. I was looking to see if they had cream of mushroom, because that is used in everything. Campbell's cream of mushroom soup. You can cook any casserole with it.
Mm-hmm.
Except my mother does not like mushrooms, and I know you don't like mushrooms either, Hal.
I don't.
So when it was time to make green bean casserole during Thanksgiving, what did my mother use instead of cream of mushroom soup? This, which is barely soup at all.
Wow.
It is a step above ballpark nacho sauce.
Oh god.
Or maybe even not above, a step laterally. Like if you are eating a bowl of that,
Yeah.
I guess the idea is that it's like that German beer cheese soup that, you dip a big pretzel in, like at a smorgasbord. But that in a casserole of green beans and French's crispy fried onions, it's so delicious and so heavy and so not good for us.
That sounds amazing.
And my mom would get mad at us when she would have the can of cheddar cheese soup opened while making that on Thanksgiving, and we would run over with tortilla chips and dunk them in it like it was ballpark nachos. Yeah. So every once in a while you get a corn fleck in your green bean.
That's texture. Do you feel like Progresso really tried to hang their hat on we make really good minestrone soup? I feel like that is their main, like, hey,
yeah.
Nobody else is doing minestrone. Let's corner that because people are clamoring for their minestrone, which is it's a fine soup.
It's a great minestrone soup. Yeah. But it's Campbell's, man. Come on, look.
Yeah.
Hal's favorite comfort food, chicken and dumplings.
There it is.
Yeah.
Try to grab it up your screen.
God. My favorite comfort food, hot dog bean.
It took me years of making Campbell soup until I realized what the condensed meant on the can.
You're supposed to add water.
And you're supposed to add a can of water to it.
God.
You shouldn't add a whole can though. That's like too much water.
I mean,
you're gonna eat it anyway. It's not like you're eating less of it.
Because that was the other thing about when Progresso add things was the fact that you didn't have to add water. That the soup is what you got. It's made. It's not diluted.
It is diluted. It's just diluted at the factory.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I would argue that you get twice as much soup with Campbell's.
That's right.
Right.
That's the New York living and you coming out.
And you know what else? You know what else you don't get? You know what else you don't get from those good people at Progresso?
What's that?
Hot dog bean.
An oyster.
Hot dog bean and
oyster stew.
Hot dog bean and oyster stew were the best pitcher catcher combo of the 1890s.
What is Scotch broth?
Scotch broth.
It's a hearty soup. It says it right on it.
It's hard-boiled broth wrapped in sausage and then deep fried.
What does it say on the hot dog bean? Stout hearting soup?
Stout hearted soup. And then there are manhandlers.
It's got two martinets on either side, right?
I'm trying to read this backwards.
It's got two martinets holding up the stout-hearted soup sign.
Oh, hold on. Wait, Mark, lean to your left. Sorry, you're right. So the New England clam chowder, it says important, add whole milk.
Oh, I would have screwed that up.
Important.
So I would have added a can of water to that.
That's a mistake. Oof. Don't do that. Don't add whole milk to your soup. Ooh.
I wish every can of everything said important, add whole milk. You open up a can of peas and carrots. Oh God, add whole milk quick.
I'll tell you that family pack of Oreos I have behind me. That you add whole milk to that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you open up the Doritos bag and just push the nacho cheese button.
Here's just a condensed can of clams. You just add some milk to it and eat it.
Yeah.
It's just that not often on packaging do you see a parenthetical notation on the front of the packaging for the Scotch broth.
A hearty soup.
Wait, does it say manhandlers across it?
Yeah, it says manhandlers and then it says Scotch broth. A hearty soup. What do you need? A thick soup? Put it in your belly. Scotch broth. It's a hearty soup. What's in it? Hardee's.
Hardee's roast beef sandwiches?
Hardee's.
No.
Yeah, we grind them up.
Beef hearts.
Beef heart. It's hearty.
Yeah.
Loaded with hearts.
This tastes super hearty.
You didn't add the water.
Right. Do we have time? We have time for one more, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So Avery Krause asks, thick cut or regular cut bacon?
How thick? Like the millionaire's bacon, that's thick. The millionaire's bacon that we have at that place in San Francisco, that is thick cut bacon.
Yeah, that's also
So since we're on video, use your finger to show the thickness of cut. They Oh, that was a hell of a day fishing.
yeah. Something like
Vogue, right? It's a Vogue
this.
cut.
No, I like you're talking like the regular versus a little.
So like a thin,
not like the
thin
ones,
slice.
You don't have to like broil it or bake it. You could still cook it in a pan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think you want to finish it off in the oven, or you maybe do it in the oven and then you finish it off in the pan to give it a little.
I'm a regular size bacon fan. I like my bacon crispy, and it's tough. Like, excuse me, even the millionaire's bacon, you have to like eat it with a knife and fork, and it's soft on the plate. It's very good. But I like, I would rather eat. If I realize what you're gonna say, thick cut, more bacon. I would rather eat more strips of thin bacon than one thick one. What do you think?
I hear you. I enjoy bacon a lot. I think I like a thick cut piece as like a treat every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
If that was the bacon I had everywhere, I think it would get kind of old. There's something to like getting some like gnarled burnt witch's fingers brought to you on a plate to eat with your breakfast rather than
or on a fast food burger, just that little hint of it. I just need that thin translucent layer of smoky pork fat.
Yeah, exactly. There's something to that over something you have to knife and fork. That's like the whole thing of bacon is you can pick it up and eat it, except for like Canadian bacon and the upcoming episode coming this week where we talk to James Callis about English breakfast.
That's right.
The way they do it, where it's like little ham medallions almost, because it's, what is it, back bacon?
They
belly,
do
pork
bacon.
belly, back bacon.
Pork belly. No, belly bacon is what Americans have. Back bacon is what Brits have.
I like that back bacon, but I also like a ham. I'll get like a ham steak with eggs. Like, give me some ham. So, but I just get ham. If I'm getting bacon, I like having those strips of bacon. Like that's the whole thing of it.
Yeah, look, I'm with you 100%. There is something that is a special occasion about the other, like the millionaire's bacon, but I don't, I don't want a $30 plate of bacon every time I go out and eat. It's a lot of things that are terrible for me in that. And I can't just keep doing it, but
well, there you go.
Yeah. Had to get some bacon background.
Yeah, that's bacon.
Yeah, that's bacon. Thin and crispy, and it curls up.
And only 10% of it isn't fat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I just want a little strip of lean edible meat through the middle.
Yeah. And some people pick around the fat, not me. I eat it. Look, if you give me like a prime rib, I eat the whole thing.
Oh, I can't eat the fat in the prime rib.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like,
how's like John Candy in The Great Outdoors?
Exactly. I'm John Candy.
There's nothing there but fat and gristle.
Yeah. The kids always get t-shirts because I'll eat dessert afterwards.
Oh my God.
That's what I do. But it's thin bacon.
But thin bacon, yeah. And it's also thin bacon. You can wrap things, and bacon wrapped fill in the blank is.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, we got time for one more. We're going to 6:30, right?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
But I'm going to share a recipe real quick because we're live. We're getting stuff live from the YouTube channel.
Oh,
we're getting a recipe, especially for Mark.
Oh boy!
So you can have a little variation on childhood memories.
Okay.
Nicole Horning says cheddar cheese. The cheddar cheese can in your Instant Pot with noodles and 1.5 cans of water makes the best mac and cheese. Add some butter and a little shredded cheese at the end and mix.
Cheddar cheese soup. Can of water, no can of water.
1.5 cans of water.
Okay.
And some noodles.
Are you writing this down?
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
You add some butter and a little shredded cheese at the end and mix.
Okay. You know what the first thing that's going on my shopping list for this is?
The cheddar cheese soup.
The Instant Pot.
Oh, you don't have one?
No.
I
have an air fryer, and I love my air fryer. You got to look at you. Look at you, fancy pants with a real KitchenAid.
That
you had one earlier. We saw it in your kitchen earlier.
Yeah, where's yours?
Yeah,
I don't have one, Mark.
Sure you do.
It was right behind you.
Yeah, come on, show your kitchen to everybody.
Oh, right. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting, you guys. Hold on. Let me take this fake background down.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. See?
Oh, it's to your left. You can't see it.
Yeah, it's in front of the rack. I can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the Supreme Court.
Hodgman?
Oh wait. Oh no, that's copywritten. I'm gonna go the Old West. All right.
Perfect. All right, one more.
One
Right?
more.
One more. Let's come up with what a good ending for this show would be. While I'm doing this, do you guys want to? That's a great ending, Hal.
That's a really.
It is a great
funny.
ending. It's a really great ending.
Is one of the lights blinking?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite kind of rock? So while I'm looking this up, do you guys want to
take that down?
What?
I can't. That
you're not a fan of
Ernie.
oh, so you don't like Sesame Street all of a sudden?
It's
Your
so
favorite
horrifying.
your pals Bert and Ernie are here.
It's so horrifying. I don't want.
Oh wait, Mark, people are asking because I have the comments up on the side. Will you go get your baby Pan?
All right. Why do they want to see my baby Pan? Hold on.
Because it's become a character in the show. Look, people are asking.
Go get your baby Pan, Hal.
I
Go
don't
get
have
your
a baby
smallest
pan.
pan. What's the
I'll get my
smallest pan you have?
I'm gonna get it. Let me go down the stairs.
What's that?
He's getting his smallest pan right now. We're going to compare what his smallest pan is. Well, that's not a baby pan. That's like a regular pan.
It's small. It's like it's like an egg pan, but not like a single egg.
Yeah, there's no novelty joy.
All right,
in that.
wait. No, do you have a playing card, Hal?
Here, I've got a
From your gambling days.
I don't have an Altoid tin. I was going to say something that we both have that's the same size. An Altoid tin's about the size of a playing card.
Yeah, it's about the size of a playing card.
All right, so put the Altoid tin in your pan.
Oh, in my pan. Oh,
Yeah, that you see what I'm doing is for comparison's sake.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Okay, so this takes up most of the pan.
You can't make like an omelet in that, right? You don't make like tiny omelets.
No, but you know what it's perfect for is it's perfect for the tortillas that I get to make the eggs in that. Then it is the perfect round size and shape to go into the middle of the tortilla, which is why I use it.
And then you put playing cards in it.
And then I put playing cards in it. No, I just wanted that for the sake of the size. You know, like when they put a dollar bill next to a footprint in an old Western or in an old detective movie.
And you look like a background character in Maverick with that facial hair.
Yeah. I saw you play the other night. You're good. I don't know if you're good enough to beat me. You're good.
One of my main memories of spending time with you in New York, Mark, was your endless quest to find an East Coast breakfast burrito that would somehow live up to your expectations.
There were no good breakfast. Weirdly enough, I finally found a good breakfast burrito in New York. And it was at the diner adjacent to my apartment on that same block. And you and I went everywhere. We found a place that was like real California breakfast burritos.
And you're like, no, it's not. This is not it.
It wasn't. It was like, this has eggs and pinto beans. I'm like, okay. And corn and chilies in it. And I'm like, hang on, guys. You're basically just making a big mishmash Southwestern black-eyed pea salad omelet. That's not what I was very upset. Anyway, did we take one more? Are we taking one more?
Are you ready for your last one?
One more, yeah.
Okay, so
I was trying in my brain. I was trying to get back. I was like, what were we talking about? Oh, right, we didn't have one.
So this is from Jennifer Santangelo Reinhardt.
Oh,
that is an amazing name.
And it is Scott or Sherman.
Okay.
I mean, right now it's probably down to the point where the answer is your hand, but I have a favorite.
What's your favorite, Hal?
Well, I'm curious. I'm very like brand loyal. If we've learned nothing over the last 5 years, and if you've learned nothing over the last almost 20,
yeah.
But I like you are brand loyal on some things, I think, and other things you're not. Is toilet paper one of those where you'll just get like whatever, like you don't really care?
Yeah, I'll frequently get whatever, but I think in this one there's actually going to be a scientific answer, I bet.
Really? What science are you basing this on?
Well, I mean, like there's going to be not a scientific, maybe an objective answer. But I wanted to hear what's your brand loyalty to?
I'm a Charmin guy.
Okay.
And the reason why is one of my best friends in the world, Jesse, growing up, if I would go to his house to sleep over, they had like the greatest toilet paper in the world. And it was soft Charmin. It was like whatever crap we used at our house.
Yeah. You and I are roughly the same age. And I remember as a kid, I think that particular version of Charmin had just come out.
Yes.
And it was a big deal. And everybody was like, oh, my butt feels crazy great.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's very good. I think quality wise, you can't compete. Yeah, I don't think you can compare the two. I think the differences we're going to have to look at are outside of the quality of the toilet paper itself and at some of the other ancillary things. Like the thing about Scott is it is one ply. It is not plush at all. So you can put a mile of it on a roll, which is good if you don't have a lot of storage space for the big plush Charmin, but also in a public restroom, it's not going to be empty as often.
Yeah, but do you think Burger King cares what you're wiping your butt with?
No, but if Burger King used Charmin, do you think that they would care that the roll ran out every 20 minutes and they had to go replace it? Eventually, they're just going to stop replacing it. Or maybe that's just maybe which toilet paper just because somehow devolved into me being cynical about fast food restaurants' standards of hygiene during a coronavirus. That said, I think Charmin is the superior toilet paper. I'm trying to objectively look at, like, I know just the other day, I had a friend who was looking for specifically Scott toilet paper because it's a lot safer for old houses. If you live in an old house.
Oh, because the plumbing.
Because the plumbing, like,
back up.
Yeah, that Charmin is, I mean, that's halfway from Scott to terry cloth. So that could clog up a toilet. That said, quality-wise, halfway from Scott to terry cloth is a pretty good place to be.
If you use too much of any toilet paper, you can flush it. Now, based on like how much you're pawing off the roll, certainly Charmin, because it's thicker, you run a higher risk, but also you shouldn't need that much. And if you do, get wet wipes. I don't want to get too much into. I know they're like wiping. People have asked about wiping, and you don't want to talk about it. So
I don't like talking about. Yeah, I don't like.
You don't have to get into it. But suffice it to say, if you have to use enough that you're choking your toilet, then there are other problems present there that you can deal with.
Well, no, I'm saying like if you have a place that in like just a standard, whatever a standard amount is, will still clog up pipes. Like that was specifically why she needed to get that Scott version.
Like if you have a septic system as opposed to
exactly.
Scott used to have as somebody was pointing out in the comments, Dennis LaChapelle was pointing out that they used to have different colors of Scott. So you get like a light blue, a yellow, a pink. You could match it to your powder room or your bathroom.
Yeah. My grandmother used to match it. We used to have pink toilet paper in my grandmother's bathroom.
And as Shelley has pointed out, the Charmin bears are creepy because really, like, this is some magical forest where all bears want to do is go to the bathroom and wipe. Like that is their entire.
I want to be like you.
Go to the bathroom and they wipe.
Whoppy dooby doo wop.
I want to wipe like you, just like you do.
Are you monitoring the comments now, Hal?
I have them up on the side, so I see people talking.
Yeah, because I want to make sure that
I just see you guys.
Both things as we're doing this.
But look, in terms of we're really looking for the quality, the overall experience of use, and
that's Charmin. And Charmin also makes the best porta potties I've ever been in. Have you ever seen those?
No.
Like dude,
Where did
Charmin
you
has come
experience
up
that?
with these. They do them at festivals. They were doing them I did it one in LA and one in New York. So I know they have them on both coasts. But like music festivals or, food fairs or like Smorgasburg or any of those, like where you need Porta Johns, they've got this thing. It's like they bring it in on an 18-wheeler. And it's like a bunch of stalls in a row. They're all Charmin branded. They've all got like wood paneling and flowers, and like they spray Febreze on you when you go. Like they're all it's just the fanciest Porta Johns I've ever been in. So for that reason alone, I've never seen Scott do that. Though I have thrown toilet paper at a film screen during Rocky Horror when they say "Great Scott," and you can't do that with Charmin. His name's not Dr. Charmin.
You wouldn't want to. You'd be ruining.
Yeah,
Charmin.
very good point.
Scott, you could throw now. Like you get whatever. It's any port in a storm, but when this clears, and I got lucky. I ordered Charmin like right before stuff was really gone. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Target.
I have not seen
household
it
stuff.
gone. That's the thing.
Well, I haven't gone. I'm trying to avoid going into stores, so I've had it shipped.
Oh, it's been gone from Amazon forever. Yeah,
gone from Amazon. I've not seen it in a store either, and I've been there early in the morning to shop. But I got lucky. It was like the last transport out before the ion cannons, were firing at the the Super Star Destroyers. Like, I'm very lucky to have it. I'm glad it's Charmin. I would have taken anything, but like that is, I'm a comfort person, so it's definitely Charmin.
Well, you're my comfort person, Hal, and that one is asked and answered, and that wraps it up for this live edition. Thank you for joining us. It only leaves us to say these topics are all closed, but there are many more topics to discuss. So please reach out to us on Twitter, check out the Maximum Fun subreddit, or
you can send us an email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com or go to our Facebook group. We're going to download, or Ken will download the original video and he'll download this one and edit it together. We'll put them up there for you. I think we're going to put these out as episodes as well, Ken, right? Is that
I think we're keeping them for a rainy day. At one point they may go up, but don't miss them as they go out live because we haven't determined yet what is going to happen with these. So watch them live if you can, if we do them.
When I realized that the video was going to go out, I was like, well, there needs to be more Dollywood.
Thank you all for joining us. We're glad that you're staying safe, that you spent some time with us. We will do this again. If you enjoyed it, tweet at us and tell us on Facebook. Let us know that you're watching, that you would watch again. If there's a better time that works, feel free to throw out some times and we'll figure out something that's flexible for us as well. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, who organized all this and is the reason why we're doing it.
Amen.
Outside of all of you, of course. Thank you to researcher Kate McManus, QA engineer Jen Alba, and graphic designer Uri Kelman.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world, for taking our minds off of all of the craziness for a little while and letting us just have some fun with what we all as people of the world do best, which is gently arguing. So thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody. We got this.
And Mark, you have a request.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know your breakfast burrito recipe, how you prepare it.
When I make it at home?
When you make it at home.
Okay. Here's how I do it when I make it at home. I'll give you the full run through. This is the coda. I wake up in the morning. I go straight to the kitchen and I put the bacon in the toaster oven because it takes 20 minutes. Then shower, get ready, do all the stuff I got to get done. That's like 15 minutes. I'm ready to go back in the kitchen. I put a tortilla. I don't make a burrito in the morning. I make more of just like a soft taco, but throw a tortilla with some shredded cheese on a pan on low on the back of the stove. Grab this little guy or the slightly larger one. Put a little bit of butter in it. Crack an egg in. Take the bottom of the shell. Tap the yolk so the yolk breaks. Then the egg doesn't have like two separate parts. It all kind of becomes marbled together. By then, the bacon's usually done, and the tortilla with the cheese on top is done. If I have an extra 90 seconds, I'll grab an avocado, scoop some of it out, lay it onto the tortilla. And the whole process, aside from the 20 minutes to cook the bacon, I think I've gotten it down to about 4.5 minutes. I can be from leaving the bathroom to eating a breakfast burrito or a breakfast wrap in about 5 minutes.
And that is my challenge to you, is sometime in the near future, time trial, film it. From your walk to the from the bath. Well, make sure you're dressed.
To do stuff like this.
Yeah.
So we'll have a little clock running on the bottom of the screen.
By the way, I should say turkey bacon is what takes 20 minutes in the.
Oh yeah.
Thin cut.
Thin regular. I don't think they make thick cut turkey bacon. Look, it's already pretending.
It's called turkey breast.
Yeah.
It's the whole turkey breast. Anyway, there you go. There's your recipe. Right. We will see you soon.
Thanks, everybody.